All right, and so now we're going to look at Google My Maps, which is hiding right in plain sight. If you've ever been to drive.google.com, when you click New, you can click More, and now you can go down here to click Google My Map. So you can make a My Map, and then you could share it out. You can have students create My Maps as well, and that's where we are at this class. Having the student create it gives them that visual cue of spatial location as well as other things, and it helps them remember the information they're trying to learn. Okay, so if we go to My Maps, it's going to take a second to load here. You come into a map, and we can just name it however we want, call it test map, and you can put a description on it. Okay, things to know is that right here you can change the background of the map to whatever you want here, if we can get it to drop down. So we can go to the map, we can go to satellite, terrain, all these different types of looking if you want to. Okay, it's up to you what you want. I'm just going to leave it on this, but if you choose it, you can see it's going to change it. Okay, the next point is that you can add layers. What layers are there, like where the pins reside? So you can drop pins, and here, let me show you real quick. I'm just going to pinch the zoom real fast to help this speed this up. So if I wanted to go to Nashville, we've got all these tools, which is undo, redo, select an item, drop a pin. We can draw a line, and we can have directions and a ruler. So if we want to drop a pin, all we do is we drop a pin like that. And so now we have a pin. We can put test pin, and we can put in hello, and we can add with this camera, add images and video to that specific thing. So you could have students make videos, or you could make videos talking about this specific spot, or you could add specific images of Nashville. And you don't have to have your own. You can always search. So if you go here, you can YouTube search or Google image search. The other thing with layers, so what layers is let's say we're trying to show a war or something like that, and the two different sides and where they may be at different times. We can add a layer, and we can name this layer now test 2. Okay, so now both layers are showing. If I turn off this layer, and now I'll add a pin here. Remember, we were in Nashville. Now we're going to go to Hopkinsville. I can say test 2 point. I can add an image if I want, just like that. I'm not going to, but what I can do is save it. And then if you notice, I can change the style of the pin. So if I want these pins to be orange or red, so now what I can do is I can build a map with both layers. And so now you can see the red and the blue pins, and you can start describing what's going on. Okay, so that's the first part, and that's the main part of this. You can also share it with people so they could come in and add to the map, so you can have a collaborative map. You can draw lines, so you can add a line or a shape. You can add driving routes, you can add bike routes. So if you want to add a line or a shape, you can click that, and then we can just draw a line between the two. And now we have a line. I better click there again. And there's my line, and I can call that the path of the the path of the battle. And so you can have people have different things there. And when they click on, so when they click, the bubble pops up, and whatever information you have here is there. You can also do directions. You can add driving routes and all that kind of stuff. You can have driving directions if you want. And so you can start with a point A. So you go A, and you can pull A out, and you say, I want to go from here. Oops. You can put A, let's see, like Bowling Green, Kentucky, which is right there, to Columbia, Kentucky. So it is going to draw the route for you, and you can see there's the route that we just drew. And so now it's residing on the map. You can also take a ruler tool, and we can draw, and it will tell us how far we're going. And if you want, I can pull on people like that. So you have all these different tools you can do. The main one is putting down the pins. and then putting in the information into the little bubbles. Okay, that's my maps in a really quick 5-minute period of time. I don't want to take up too much time. There'll be more information on the references on, say, uses of my maps in the classroom, and more in-depth tutorials. One thing to be aware of is that most of the tools that you're seeing here, the 3 map tape making tools, are basically the same. It's just going from flat map to Google Earth Map, which is kind of a 3-dimensional map, which would be like the satellite view here, and then all the way to virtual reality map. So just things to know. You can do pretty much the same thing on every single one, just slight tweaks here and there. So you'll have to figure out, look at the tools, look at the map making tools, see which one fits your need the best. All right.